Mr. Secretary, reclaiming my time. It's an unacceptable answer.
Unacceptable. That's the word you're hearing today. But the real question is this. Why is Washington arguing over talking points while American families keep paying the price? Welcome back to the Capitol Current. If you care about accountability, fiscal responsibility, and putting American families first, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's really happening on Capitol Hill.
Recognizes the gentlewoman from Massachusetts. Ms. Pressley, you're recognized for 5 minutes.
Mr. Secretary, it took a year to get Secretary Turner before this committee, so I'm grateful for your return. And I want to pick up where we left off 9 months ago. The average American spends over $20,000 on baby costs in the first year of having a baby. Essential products like car seats are more expensive because of Trump tariffs. You told me last time that they were under consideration, but nothing has changed since May of last year, much to the distress of families. There is still no exemption for tariffs on baby products. For the record, Mr. Secretary, how many tariff exemptions are there?
There are actually very few now.
You're right. Actually, I think there's some 30 pages of exemptions totaling over 1,000, including for asbestos. Can you explain to families across America, working families struggling to make ends meet, why baby products that are required by law are not exempt from Trump's tariffs?
Today's clip comes from a heated congressional exchange between Representative Ayanna Pressley and Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent over tariffs on baby products. Pressley points out something that should concern every parent. The average American family spends over $20,000 in a child's first year, and prices for essentials like car seats and safety equipment have risen partly due to long-standing tariffs, many of them originating during the Trump administration. She presses the secretary hard, asking why baby products required by law are still subject to tariffs when thousands of exemptions already exist, including exemptions for asbestos. That contrast became the headline moment.
Again, Congressman or Congresswoman, it is a matrix, and many of these products, unfortunately, are made in China, and
Mr. Secretary, reclaiming my time. It's an unacceptable answer. You've had 9 months. You told me it was under consideration. You've had 9 months to think about it. And while you've been thinking about it, working families have been struggling. When it is required by law that they have many of these essential baby costs, your report from the Department of Treasury refers to them, car seats, as essential safety tools. So if you can acknowledge that, this is...
I will acknowledge the gas to run the car.
Well, listen.
Is at a 5-year low.
You've included asbestos in your exemptions. So you're telling me you can do asbestos and not baby products that are... Excuse me, it's my time.
I think you would want children to be safe in their homes.
Mr. Secretary, parents with newborns don't want to hear your excuses. They need to keep their babies safe. They want to comply with the law. And they need action to lower costs, period. So will you exempt baby products from tariffs, yes or no?
Again, we will
yes
look into
or no?
it. Mr.
Secretary, respectfully.
We will look at
Mr. Secretary, respectfully.
Congresswoman,
yes
I do
or
not.
no?
I am the Treasury Secretary. I am not the USTR.
Reclaiming my time.
I am not the President of the United States.
Reclaiming my time.
So you're asking the wrong person.
I'll take a commitment. Mr. Secretary, you are taking my time. Reclaiming my time, Mr. Secretary.
This is Financial Stability Oversight Council.
Secretary Bessent responds carefully, almost defensively. He explains that tariff policy is complex, that many baby products are manufactured in China, and that the Treasury Secretary is not the final decision maker on exemptions. And here's where the issue gets real.
Mr. Secretary, then I ask for your advocacy then. Because a no or a non-answer is unacceptable to the working families you claim to care so much about. Moving on.
I don't know, it's the gentlelady's time.
I'm agreeing with you. You will have my advocacy.
Okay, thank you. Can you say that again for the record?
Sorry.
Can you say that again for the record? I will have your advocacy?
I am one voice.
For an exemption?
I am one voice.
Okay.
He's not wrong about authority, but that answer doesn't lower prices, and it doesn't help families today. After repeated pressure, Besant finally agrees on the record to advocate for an exemption, calling himself one voice in favor of change. That's not action, that's bureaucracy. Now let's be clear, as conservatives and constitutional patriots, we believe in free markets, not endless tariffs that quietly function as taxes on American consumers. We believe in limited government, but also competent government, especially when families are being squeezed. If a product is required by law and it's essential for child safety, then Washington should not be artificially inflating its costs through outdated or poorly targeted trade policy. That's not pro-family. That's not pro-worker. And it's not America first. Tariffs should be used strategically to protect U.S. industry, not punish U.S. parents.
Have you been paying attention to the high rate of unemployment for Black workers? Are you aware of that? The high unemployment rate for Black workers?
It is traditionally higher than for all workers.
Well, listen, no, it's through the roof right now. There's hundreds of thousands of Black workers that have been pushed out of the workforce, and the unemployment rates for Black workers and all workers are among the highest they've been since the COVID-19 pandemic. Black workers contribute over $1 trillion to the U.S. economy, but the push out of these workers from the workforce has led to a loss of $37 billion in the GDP, with Black women being among, just so y'all know, the most educated and most active in seeking work. Their push out is a glaring warning sign for where our economy is headed, because Black workers, Black women in particular, have always been the canaries in the coal mine. So this is a problem for everyone. Black women are bearing the brunt, but everyone will feel this hurt. I have led letters to Fed Chair Powell calling for action to be taken. He is also a member of FSOC. So I want to ask you, Mr. Secretary, will you commit to analyzing Black unemployment rates specifically and its impacts on financial stability? Yes or no?
I will analyze Black unemployment rates.
Wonderful. And when will you get us a report and a plan of action? I was thinking March 6th.
I can't commit to a date.
Okay. All right. Well, I think March 6th makes sense. I'd give you over a month, which is more than enough time to convene that working group and to report out your findings. I know you already have the infrastructure to do that. So at the end of the day, Black families, Black futures, and the lives and livelihoods of all who call this country home are depending on you to act. And with that, happy Black History Month. I yield back.
And thank you. And I was sorry to see you not run for Senate.
Gentlewoman yields back.
The exchange then shifts to unemployment, specifically Black unemployment rates, which Pressley argues are climbing rapidly and impacting economic stability. Secretary Besant agrees to analyze the data and study the broader financial implications. And here's the responsible takeaway. Every American worker matters. A strong economy means full participation, rising wages and opportunity across the board, not dependency, not inflation, and not endless government programs. Analysis is fine, but results are what people feel. What we're seeing here is a familiar Washington pattern. Lots of hearings, lots of promises, very little urgency. American families don't need advocacy, they need decisions. They don't need studies, they need lower costs and real leadership. If you want honest analysis without the spin grounded in conservative principles and real-world impact, stay right here with the Capitol Current. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and tell me in the comments, should baby products be tariff exempt if they're required by law? Your voice matters more than Washington wants to admit.